Hello friends, and welcome to Speed Build Saturday. Last week it was Sunday. We alternate because I post videos every second day. Today we are doing, I don't know if there's an official name for this challenge. I think it's just every room is a different pack. So I started off by building this house, and I've super sped it up because this is not what the challenge is about. It's about the interior. The interior, I will be using a pack randomizer, which is on James Turner's website. I will link it down below if you want to give this a shot. My personal rules for this, I don't know if they're everyone's, was that I picked the room beforehand and then I spun, so you're sort of like locked in to what you're having to do. You don't spin and then pick the room. And then if the pack has like only one item for the room, I spun again. If it had maybe 5 for the room, like minimal, but we're missing a couple items, I would, well, mostly walls and floors. With walls and floors, if I needed new walls and floors, then I would take those from the base game. So you'll see that in a couple rooms. Since I did pre-record this, I recorded the spins. Yeah, the randomizer, I recorded it, and I also recorded the rooms, and I'll intersperse them so that you can see, you know, sort of in real time what I was spinning. So there's going to be a few in there where you'll see what I got and what my thought process was and what I did not choose if a particular pack came up. Like I did not choose Child's Play for a bathroom, for example, something like that. I went in a totally different direction with this house. I am not generally a modern builder, but I had a lot of fun with it. I found some inspo online, but most of this wound up being my own imagination, which I'm just really proud of it. And when I put it on the gallery, it actually got like, I don't know, a dozen downloads, which isn't a lot, but it's a lot to me. So I appreciated that. And if you do want to download this house, I have 2 versions of it on the gallery for you. My name is igoblin, igoblin. And you can get the shell, or you can get this decorated one with all the packs. So here is our generator, jamesturner.yt/random packs. And we got Snowy Escape first, which actually works just fine because my first room was the kitchen. And Snowy Escape actually has some pretty nice kitchen stuff. I liked it a lot. I love this style, this sort of clean, Japanese, I guess it's Japanese inspired mostly. The lights especially, super nice. I started off, actually, this wall was a base pack wall because my filtering wasn't working properly. I think it's base pack. No, it's the floor. The floor is the base pack because my filtering was not working properly. So that is not from Snowy Escape, and I go back and change it after. I like this floor better. When I do play with this house, I'm actually including my builds in a halftone save. Oh, here's our next generation. City Living, this also worked just fine because this was for a bedroom. So with that kitchen, when I play in it myself, that's one of the rooms where I'm going to go back. Yeah, there, you can see the tatami mat flooring now. I'm going to go back and I'm going to put that terracotta flooring in again because I really like the way that looked much better than the mats that we've got in right now. So this bedroom, I had some trouble figuring out what was going to go on here. I wound up making it a kid's room and going with sort of a brighter theme. I went in too bright of a direction at one point, which you'll see. I mean, it's already starting here with all the yellow. I love those lights on the wall. I've never used those before. I love this kind of challenge because it shows you stuff that you would not generally use. And you can then remember that for future builds when you have a bit more control over them. So yeah, this rug was way too much. At around this point, I decided this is going to be a kid who's an artist. And then, well, obviously it makes more sense to have the street art, what would you call it? Just the taping, so they can do their own mural in there, which I think will be kind of cool if you're playing in it. I haven't put a mural on the interior of the home before, and I like it. Oh yeah, when I wanted to stick with the yellow, so I found this rug, and then I based everything around that and toned it down a little bit so it's a bit more fashionable. Next, we had luxury party stuff, but that did not work because the next room we're doing is a second bedroom. So you'll see me Snowy Escape. Oh yeah, I also will not double up on packs. So Snowy Escape, City Living, already did those. Cool kitchen, can't do a bedroom with that. I think this was, yeah, we wound up landing on vintage glamour stuff, which is great because I love the bedroom stuff for vintage glamour. If you're looking to buy a stuff pack, I really recommend this one. I don't think people tend to recommend this, but for my style personally, I love it. I really love vintage glamour stuff. And since it's a stuff pack, it's not horrifically expensive, so you can add this fashionable little boost to your game without spending way too much. It's got these cool screens. I tried to add a bit of dimension to the room rather than it just being this rectangle. I love that giraffe light. It's so cute. As you can tell with the exterior of the house, I didn't do any pack randomization there. I decided I was just going to do what I wanted with the outside of the house, so the windows don't match the interiors of the rooms. Moving on to the next one, cool kitchen, which I kind of wish we'd gotten for kitchen, but I really like what we got anyway, so it's fine. Perfect patio stuff. I believe I went with this because we did the hallway, yes. And I lost some of my footage, so just for your information, the hallway was perfect patio stuff, and the items in there belong to that or to the base game. So we did kind of a 70s palette in here with the feature wallpaper. I think it turned out pretty cool. I think those are base game. I feel like maybe not. I don't know. I had trouble finding the right piece of art for here, and that one picked up on the colors, so that was good. And next we moved on to the bathroom. Kids' room stuff, that's what I was referring to. Not good for a bathroom at all. Movie hangout, also not good for a bathroom. What do we have next here? I think this one I had to go through a few. There are a couple that I just had to go through so many times. Toddler stuff, couldn't do a bathroom. In between these, I went and I tried a couple items. There were a few of these that had like a toilet or a sink, and it just was not enough. I think it was outdoor retreat. Yeah, because outdoor retreat has some items that I maybe could have worked with, and it just, it wouldn't have worked, trust me. Discovery University, same. You've got a shower, but you've got like public toilets, and that was it. Nifty knitting, nothing. This is kind of the frustration of this challenge, of course, that a lot of these you're just not going to find items for the rooms that you're working on. Finally, fitness stuff, surprisingly enough, wound up being the winner because it had enough items to work with. And even some cool lighting. I didn't even realize this lighting was from fitness stuff. I completely forgot. I didn't buy packs for a really long time, and then I bought a whole bunch at once when I got into the game more. I just had base game for ages and just never really played with it because base game sucks. And when I got packs, I didn't know what each belonged to. So this has been kind of neat seeing that, because that is some of my favorite lighting. I love it so much. It's very cool. And I had no idea it was from fitness stuff. This mirror, however, I hate. I hate it with a passion. What is it? What is it supposed to be? What is the point? I don't know. All I wanted was a little mirror above the sink, but we couldn't have that. Can't have nice things with this challenge. Romantic garden stuff. We're moving on to the living room now, and that just doesn't work. We got a couple here, and oh no, we only had to do like 2 generations because outdoor retreat wound up winning. This was just by the way, I included the fireplace as part of the house, and because I think when you generally build a house, the fireplace is worked into that plan, so I included it as exterior, which was lucky because we wouldn't have been able to really do anything with this pack. Of this challenge, there were 2 rooms in particular that were very, very difficult. One I hate, one I actually I was pleasantly surprised, and that's this one. It's kind of lame, but with the general style of this kind of room, where I grew up in Manitoba, there are a lot of houses that have this big, glass frontage on a modern build, and they're out by a lake, something like that. And this actually reminds me of the rooms that would be in there a lot of the time because they tend to be kind of cottagey houses. So you would see something kind of similar to this. It's not my usual style at all, but it was fun to come up with and create. So that really got me out of my comfort zone, and I don't hate the room at all. Next, we have a hallway upstairs. So we are moving upstairs. Tiny living stuff was perfect for this. It was very, very cute. Another set of lighting I like, although I wish it was like a little bit bigger. I don't know. And not sized up, but just like the lights a little bit bigger. This couch, this whole color scheme I'm in love with. The colors that they went with for tiny living were just so nice. I had to use some base game flooring again though, and I think a wall too. So that actually worked because I had to use base game flooring in the downstairs hall, so I just got to continue it, which is perfect. Next, we got vampires. Generally, vampires is a pack that I love, but as you can see with this house so far, it doesn't suit it at all. So this room, I had the most difficulty with it. I tried to figure out a way, like all the pieces in vampires are such statement pieces. So I was trying to figure out a way to make it a statement room. Like maybe I'll put a platform in and the bed will be there because it's so ornate. But then it turned into this thing where each other item could just go to the four corners of the room, and I hated it. And like look at it with the windows and the door. At least we had the brick that kind of worked with the design, but it's just, at this point I was moving things around. It felt like a really depressing version of Tetris, and also in the process ruining one of my favorite packs for myself, which was incredibly upsetting. But at this point I found a good feng shui, I guess, and it got a bit better. I still don't like it. This pack doesn't fit with this house in any way, shape, or form. The people living here, they would not have this kind of master bedroom. So I am going to entirely redo this when I play in this house and when I finish it up for my Halftone save. This will get redone. I'll be switching the floors in the kitchen, and I might change a couple things in that living room, but I am going to keep its general vibe. Next up, we had seasons for the bathroom. I stopped in just to fix some of the walls in there since that double level is the same room. Seasons for the bathroom turned out pretty cool. I got an interesting looking bathroom. I had trouble with the walls and flooring, but once I got that straightened out, we were doing all right. I went for a yellow theme because I had the yellow in that kid's bedroom downstairs, and I thought that it would be nice to continue these gold palettes. So the palette that I tried to have prevail throughout the entire house was either a yellow gold or a green brown, kind of a 70s modern mid-century throwback, of which the vampire bedroom doesn't fit in at all. There are a couple things in this bathroom that I would maybe like to change, just because I didn't have the creativity that I would have liked, but I appreciate the general vibe of it a lot. I love the way it turned out, and yeah. Next we moved on. This is where I got so lucky. I got laundry day stuff for the laundry room. No joke. That is exactly how it turned out, and I was just like, yes, this is not a cursed build. Maybe there's a couple cursed rooms in here, but this is my dream random pack generation result. It really turned out way better than it could have, and I'm super happy with it by the end. Since we are going to be winding it up here and going into a little walkthrough, I'll just say please like, subscribe. I'm so happy to have you here. Please check out my other videos. I've got a Let's Play. I've got a 100 Baby Challenge. I do builds on Saturdays and Sundays. I post videos every second day. And leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. Say hi. I love to hear from you. Last but not least, we're going to put a couple little things out on the patio. This took the most random generations. Spooky stuff could have worked, sort of, but I just wanted a seating area, and I wound up landing on Moschino stuff. And that was perfect. As always, I hope that you are having a day that is as wonderful as you are. Bye!